Thank you for the interview. My name is Solumkolia Obi-Anazodo. I'm a mother of one handsome dude. I definitely don't live in Nigeria. I live in the UK, London, and I'm a stage 3 breast cancer survivor, which is something I take pride in. 2018 was the year that things turned around. I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer 24th of May 2018, and that was the day the journey began. For some reason, I stood firm. I had a positive mindset, and I said to myself, you're going to fight this, you know. So at that moment, I had to put a bridge between, it's just like crossing the Red Sea, but I had to put a bridge, you know, just to make sure that I don't entertain fear into me. So I had a positive mindset going. Following on from giving the diagnosis, I was, you know, there and then I opted for a mastectomy. And mastectomy is simply taking off the breast completely. And but my doctor the doctor at that time, who now is my doctor, my oncologist, was no, we could try things like chemotherapy just to shrink the lump before going into surgery if need be. But at that time, the only thing I could think about was saving my life because of the stage and the stage of the cancer, which was stage 3. And the grade, again, was the invasive one, which is the one that spreads very quickly. So I didn't want to take chances. So I had a mastectomy. After the mastectomy, I had the chemotherapy. And the chemotherapy, it's not a journey you go on an empty stomach. And that's the way I always put it. Chemotherapy is dreadful. And after my chemotherapy, I had 8 rounds of chemotherapy. So I had chemotherapy through the course of 5 months, spread around, and afterwards I had a full month of radiotherapy just to wrap up the treatment. You're going through things like this, you would face, you would be bombarded with so much information that you really don't want to, you know, keep down. So I was able to, I could have gone for counseling. We had the massage. You could go for massage, you know, massage therapy because of the kind of treatment. Biggest motivator was my son, you know, going through the journey. Initially, he wasn't aware of what I was going through, but as time went on, he got to understand. So it came as a shock to them because the first person I called was my mom's younger brother, Barrister Roundabout, who I spoke to. He was in the States at the time, and I spoke to him and I said, this is what they've said. And later on I called my sister, and the other person I called was my pastor. It came as a big shock because there's nobody in the whole family, in the whole of my lineage, I will say, that has gone through this same journey. During treatment, you find out that your whole system is, especially during chemo, your whole system is just destabilized because of the kind of, you know, treatment you're going through. You tend to get mouth ulcers, and you know, the taste of the food just goes off the roof. But I kept on eating. I didn't have no diet during the chemo session because I didn't want to lose weight going through those sessions. But immediately after my treatment, I had to revamp my, you know, my eating pattern, and because I had to be on medication, so I had to revamp my eating pattern. I was more on greens, so I did more of vegetables. Breast cancer treatment, and you know, it's a whole lot of long journey now. Life has to be different. You know, you have to live a healthy lifestyle. You just have to, you know, maintain. For me, positive mindset is key for me. So I try as much as possible not to engage in anything that would, give me cause for. But mentally, there are those caregivers you don't see their tears. They sometimes they go behind the scene and cry on your behalf. Mentally, they have to, they have to be balanced. So that's why with caregivers, if you do need to seek, counseling, I always say to people, seek counseling and talk to somebody. Open up, tell people what you're going through. Don't try to fight it like a macho man or a macho woman. No, it doesn't work that way. Try, or rather, fortunately, not unfortunately, fortunately, no, I'm just the only one, and I'm not thinking I'm going to be the last. So I've carried the burden for everyone. So I'm more like the burden bearer. So fingers crossed, no one else is we're not going to go through this journey again. And the awareness, I always would advise any woman to please, once every month after your cycle, make sure you check your breast. You just have to, if you don't know how to check it, there are procedures out there. I can just do a little demonstration. Just get your hand above your, above, and press all the areas where you need to feel up until your collarbone. Make sure you press everything. If you find anything abnormal, please don't say it is not your portion, because it's not anybody's portion. Go out there and get yourself checked. It might not be anything. It might not. The book came as a result of, when I was going through my treatment, I was putting things down, and it's on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle, Amazon Kindle, or off the shelf.